programs for victims and the most vulnerable people in our state are experiencing real pain. And if you think I'm upset, talk to those families. Talk to the people who are directly affected when Donald Trump and Elon Musk are taking away funding for things that they've relied on for decades. So despite what Donald Trump and Elon Musk think, these aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. These are people. They're real people. They're working parents. They're children whose lives Donald Trump is playing games with. And it's not just impacting, like I said, nonprofits. As I mentioned, the programs that really matter also include reports that we're getting from farmers and small businesses across the state.
Was as handsome as him, but I'm not.
Okay. Great.
Okay, thank you.
Make anime great again? I guess so.
Remember that day. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. I'm delighted to welcome Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru to the White House for the first time. Prime Minister, it's an honor to have you with us, a great honor. Japan is a great country. Thank you very much. Japan is strong and proud. It's a nation that is home to one of the great civilizations in the history of the world. For nearly 80 years, the American-Japanese people have enjoyed a friendship like few others. We've had a great friendship across the vast ocean and found ourselves culture, mutual admiration, and great respect.
I think that's better.
After our meeting today, I'm confident that the cherished alliances between our two countries and others also will continue to flourish long and into the future. The military cooperation between the United States and Japan is one of our closest security partnerships, and it's one of the closest we have anywhere in the world. Our service members work together every day to defend our common interests. Japan is committed to double its defense spending by 2027 compared to my first term. They've invested a lot of money because of my first term. We worked on that very hard with Shinzo. You know, the great Shinzo Abe, and we look forward to seeing even more so.
They were good friends, right?
Very, very long and hard, and those numbers are very reflective. After
you mentioned them, yeah, he did. Already did,
and now they're going up very substantially based on our conversations today. In addition to being vital for our shared security, Japan is one of the top purchasers of U.S. military exports and equipment.
That's a lot.
And I'm pleased to say that this week my administration approved nearly $1 billion in foreign military sales to Tokyo. The United States is totally committed to the security of Japan. We will extend the full strength of American deterrence capabilities in defense of our friend and ally, 100%. In the years to come, the Prime Minister and I will be working.
It's kind of weird to think that we had a world war against Japan.
And security, and I also say
and now
peace
we're good,
through strength,
you know,
and all over the Indo-Pacific. And to that end, we also remain committed to the effort I began in my first term to ensure safety and stability on the Korean Peninsula.
Oh,
Prime Minister
that's North Korea.
Ishiba and I spoke long and hard about a vital economic relationship between our two countries and the continuance of that relationship. The United States and Japan trade over $300 billion in goods and services each year. Japan has invested nearly $800 billion, and that's going to go up
Jesus
very
Christ.
substantially in the coming months, more than any other country.
I didn't know how much they had, how much money.
They're going to have some competition. We have a lot of people coming in and investing in the United States. I think the feeling throughout the world has never been stronger about this country. As a result of our victory in 2024, the presidential election, the Japanese investment and technology giant SoftBank announced plans to invest between 100 and 200 billion dollars, and we have many other companies investing to that number, higher than that number, some a little bit less, but we have trillions of dollars of investment pouring into our country now that you didn't have just a short while ago. Today our teams discussed how our two nations can do even more to stay on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence, along with the quantum computing, semiconductors, and other critical technologies. And they're coming out. The problem with technology that kind, it's obsolete in about 2 days, so we have to start all over again. Doesn't last long. We agreed to cooperate even more closely to combat the Chinese economic aggression, which is quite aggressive. I'm also pleased to announce that Japan will soon begin importing historic new shipments of clean American liquefied natural gas in record numbers. It'll be record numbers. With our Secretary of the Interior, we were talking, I think Doug is here. Hello, Doug. Please stand up, Doug. Doug Burgum, everybody. We're talking about the pipeline in Alaska, which is the closest point of major oil and gas to Japan by far. Less than half the distance of any other location. We're talking about a joint venture of some type between Japan and us, having to do with Alaska oil and gas, and that's very exciting. They're very excited about it, so are we. As we deepen our economic relationship, I made clear that the United States will be conducting trade with all countries based on the principle of fairness and reciprocity. Chronic trade deficits
That's the word I always pronounce wrong.
Our economy, they really do, and we're going to get rid of the trade. We have a trade deficit with Japan of over $100 billion, but we're going to work that out, and I think very quickly, frankly. We can do it just on oil and gas. We can work it out, so we intend to do it very quickly. We both understand that. And as America welcomes new foreign investment, we also want to ensure that companies build their products and factories here in America, not simply buy the assets that we have. And Japan is going to be opening up auto plants. New auto plants are being built currently as we speak. They've just been started. Toyota's one. Nissan's going to be doing something very exciting about U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment rather than a purchase. They didn't like the idea. U.S. Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in the world for 15 years, many years ago, 80 years ago. And we didn't want to see that leave. And it wouldn't actually leave, but the concept, psychologically not good. So they've agreed to invest heavily in U.S. Steel as opposed to own it. Oh boy, that sounds very exciting. And we're going to meet with Nissan next week, the head of Nissan.
My first car was a Nissan Altima.
They'll work out the details. I'll help. I'll be there to
Japan, China, #1. Yeah.
And I had the privilege of working closely with the great Prime Minister, as you know, and you know him very well, Shinzo Abe, the longest-serving Prime Minister in Japan's history.
Two name drops.
I expect that this Prime Minister is going to be a great one. I really believe that he's going to be a great one. I've gotten to know him for not long, but I can see what they have. He's got the qualities of greatness. He's going to do a fantastic job for Japan and for the Japanese people. And I'd like now to invite the Prime Minister to say a few words, and then we'll take some questions.
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Prime Minister, thank you.
Here we go.
Mr. President Trump,
You say
I would
A-Tron?
like to sincerely thank you for inviting me to the White House today, immediately following your inauguration. I also thank you for your very warm hospitality. I have come to Washington, D.C. with the hope of having a face-to-face meeting and deepening our mutual understanding at this early date with President Trump, who is now leading the United States, the most important country for Japan's diplomacy and security, and aligning our perspectives and visions that Japan and the United States should pursue.
Okay.
What should we do to advance the national interests of both of our countries in synergy and to realize peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific?
Aim to get together and like cancel
that the
Assassin's Creed
answer
Shadows.
lies in further strengthening the strong and unwavering Japan-US alliance to achieve a free and open Indo-Pacific. President
Sounds
and
like a woman.
I concurred to strengthen the deterrence and response capabilities of the alliance and to work closely in addressing strategic challenges that both countries are facing in this region. I conveyed to the President that Japan, as an ally of the United States, is ready to share responsibilities and to play its own role. I also reiterated Japan's unwavering commitment to fundamentally reinforcing its defense capabilities, and we confirmed the unwavering commitment by the United States to the defense of Japan. We reaffirmed that Article 5 of the Japan-US Treaty of Mutual Cooperation and Security applies to the Senkaku Islands, with half of the world's population and approximately 60% of the world's GDP. The Indo-Pacific serves as the engine of growth and vitality for Japan, the United States, and the world. President and I also concurred that the United States and Japan will make further efforts in a wide range of areas, working hand in hand together to realize a free and open Indo-Pacific. In this context,
so we're going to be working
we
with
also
Japan a lot more.
concurred to further advance cooperation of the multi-layered networks of the like-minded countries, including the Quad, and trilateral cooperation with the Republic of Korea.
More anime, yeah. True, guys.
We also discussed Japan's United States cooperation to bring about growth and prosperity. Economic cooperation, including on economic security, is important from the perspective of strengthening alliance cooperation. Japan is the closest economic partner of the United States and has been the world's largest investor in the United States for 5 consecutive years.
Wow.
Also, with the inauguration of President Trump, the momentum of Japanese companies to invest in the United States is growing even stronger. Today, I conveyed my willingness to cooperate together to elevate Japan's investment in the United States to an unprecedented amount of $1 trillion. President Trump and myself also concurred to elevate the Japan-US partnership to an even higher level through improving business environment and increasing bilateral investment
Japan's the 51st state?
Strengthening each other's industries, leading the world in developing advanced technologies such as AI and leading-edge semiconductors, and strongly promoting efforts to harness the energy of the growing market in the Indo-Pacific region.
Japan, the first state,
Confirmed that we will cooperate to strengthen energy security between the two countries, including increasing exports of the United States liquefied natural gas to Japan in a mutually beneficial manner. Regarding foreign exchange, as in the first Trump administration, close discussions will continue between Japanese and the U.S. finance ministers who are experts in this field.
We also held candid discussions on challenges the Indo-Pacific region is facing. We confirmed that we resolved not to allow unilateral attempts to change the status quo by force or coercion, and to oppose such attempts in the East and South China Seas in order to fully defend a free and open Indo-Pacific.
People wanted them to make anime real. This is closer, right?
We also reiterated the importance of peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait.
2, 3.
Regarding North Korea,
Time to switch things
we
up,
affirmed the need to
including
address
which
its
side you're
nuclear
on.
and missile program, which poses a serious threat
Well, that's
to
the bad
Japan,
Korea.
the U.S., and
Yeah,
beyond.
not the good Korea, the
And
bad
that
one.
Japan and the U.S. will work together toward the complete denuclearization of North Korea.
That's right.
As the abductees and their families continue to age, I conveyed my strong sense of urgency and determination directly to President Trump and gained his renewed strong support for the immediate resolution of the abductions issue.
Damn.
While this was my first face-to-face meeting with President Trump, we were able to openly and frankly exchange views. And our meeting turned out to be very productive and meaningful.
So we're getting $1 trillion from Japan?
30 seconds
Is that what they're
As a
saying?
result of today's meeting, which marked a new departure for the Japan-US relations, we are issuing
Easy.
a Japan-US joint leader statement.
Wow.
This document will serve as a compass for further cooperation between our two countries. On the basis of these deliverables, I look forward to working together with President Trump, who I respect immensely, to usher in a new golden age of Japan-US
All you need
relations.
to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I look forward to welcoming you to Japan,
You just heard the translator.
and I'm very excited about that
Oh,
prospect.
God.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yep.
Thank you.
Man.
Any questions, please? Peter? Oh, I think she'll be okay with it somehow.
Oh, God.
Engineers have access to the treasury payment.
Yeah. What's the question? What's the joke?
Well, it doesn't, but they get it very easily, and we don't have very good security in our country, and they get it very easily. And what we're doing, if you look at what has just taken place with respect to some of the investments that have been made on another agency that people have been talking about for years, but nobody did anything about it. It's absolutely obscene, dangerous, bad, very costly. I mean, virtually every investment made is a con job. There's nothing of value to unless there's a kickback scheme going on, which is possible. And we're going to be doing more and more of that. We're going to be looking at Department of Education. We're going to be looking at even our military. We're going to be looking at tremendous amounts of money, Peter, being spent on things that bear no relationship to anything and have no value. We're talking about trillions of dollars. It will be, in the end, trillions of dollars.
Because Trump's a scammer,
absolutely
right?
Wasted, and perhaps
So he should know this.
illegally. I would say certainly
Yeah.
in many cases illegally, but perhaps illegally overall. And I'm very proud of the job that this group of young people, generally young people, but very smart people, they're doing. They're doing it at my insistence. It would be a lot easier not to do it. But we have to take some of these things apart to find the corruption. We found
I was
tremendous
funded by
corruption.
USA. Was I? I didn't know that.
Trying to get into the Department of Education.
I saw
I see
that.
the same ones. I see Maxine Waters, a lowlife. I see, all these people. They don't love our country. They don't love our country. We want great education. So they
God.
rank 40 countries in education. We're
Called her
ranked
a
dead
lowlife?
last. Dead last. But the good news is we're number one in
Jesus.
one category. You know what that is? Cost per pupil. We spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. You look at Norway, Denmark, Sweden, various countries all up and down, Finland, China does very well in education. And then you look at us. We spend much
It's
more
even
money
worse?
than they
Yeah, it
do
is.
per pupil, or any other way. But we spend much more money than they do, and yet we're ranked this year. Biden's last year. Congratulations, Joe.
I
We're
am
ranked
ready to
dead
put on a
last.
show.
So what I want to see is education. Number one, I like choice. We all like choice.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what he thinks.
Choice. I want to see it go back to the states
Yeah.
where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly ranked countries. They'll probably have 30, I figure 35 to 38 states will be right at the top. And the rest will come along. They'll have to come along competitively. And by the way, we'll be spending a lot less money. And we'll have great education.
Cutting effort. One of the Doge engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts. The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that?
Well,
I'm with the vice president. Yeah, go ahead, please.
He doesn't give a fuck. Oh, God.
You
say that? Yeah.
Japan's military to be? And do you specifically hope that their increased military spending will deter China and North Korea? What did you talk about that today?
Well,
There was a guy named Big Balls. He said a bunch of racist shit.
Don't mind spending so much
so
money.
they're going to bring them back.
Because we build it here. It's made in the USA, all made in the USA.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, you know, I rebuilt our military during my first term. Did a great job. We left some of it behind in Afghanistan, stupidly. There was no reason for that, but it was still, as much as it was billions and billions of dollars, but it was a small part of it. But we're going to have the strongest military by far. We have great people. I want to congratulate Pete Hegseth for having gone through the gauntlet. He went through a lot, but he got through, and he's going to be a tremendous, I have no doubt he's going to be a tremendous leader. And other of the leaders sitting here, they're in their own fields. We're going to do something very, very, very great, and we expect great things. But I expect the strongest military by far in the world, far stronger than China, far stronger than anybody, and that's the way it is. Thank you very much. Would you like to ask a question, please?
No, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
This is Hiramoto from Nippon Television. My question, let me ask two quick questions.
Sure.
First, this is the first meeting between Mr. President and Prime Minister Ishiba. So what kind of impression do you have on him? And number two, do you have an idea or do you have a plan to impose tariff against Japan so far?
Oh, good question.
I think that he is going to be a great prime minister. I think he's a very strong man, very, very strong. I have great respect for him. I've known him for a long time through a reputation. Shinzo Abe thought the world of him, and I think he's going to do a fantastic job as prime minister. A very strong person. I wish he wasn't so strong. I wish he was a little bit weaker than that, but that's what I got. I have to get strong guys all the time. He's going to be a great prime minister. I also, in terms of tariffs, I mean, we're going to have tariffs, mostly reciprocal tariffs, where we go with, and I'm going to be probably meeting on that Monday or Tuesday, have an announcement, probably a news conference, but probably reciprocal tariffs where a country pays so much or charges us so much, and we do the same. So very reciprocal, because I think that's the only fair way to do it. That way, nobody's hurt. They charge us, we charge them. It's the same thing, and I seem to be going in that line as opposed to a flat fee tariff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, go, please. Please, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead?
This is Ota from Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. I have a question for Prime Minister Ishiba. So this is your very first summit meeting. What was your impression of President Trump? Were you able to build a good relationship of trust and confidence? In Northeast Asia, there are many challenges. China, North Korea, and so forth.
The reverse,
and with President Trump, what did you appeal to him, and what kind of understanding were you able to obtain? On the economic field, there is the acquisition of U.S. Steel, the buy Nippon Steel, and there are expansion of import of energy.
Is the greatest?
What were the communication discussion did you have with President
just like
Trump?
that.
For the $1 trillion of investment from Japan to investment, what was his reaction? What about your communication on tariff front?
Uh-oh.
This is the first time that I met with President Trump in person. So this was the first time meeting face to face. But for many, many years, I have watched him on television. So it was quite. I was so excited to see such a celebrity on television, to see in person. On television, he is frightening, and he has a very strong personality. But when I met with him, actually, he was very sincere.
Oh, God.
And very powerful, and with strong will for the United States as for the whole world. I was able to feel that. This is not the sort of polishing or trying to suck up to him. For the world peace,
he says it's not glazing.
That both of our countries need to play our role and make our endeavors and responsibility. As for the increase of our defense expenditures, it is not that we are told by the United States to do so. Japan, on our own decision, on our own responsibility, we need to increase our defense expenditures. But of course, we need to communicate and consult with the United States. But the responsibility is with Japan, and the decision is with Japan. Now, on the tariffs, that if it is mutually beneficial, tariffs need to be set. And as for Japan, as Mr. President has introduced to us, an unprecedented investment will be made from Japan to the United States. And so many jobs will be created. So $1 trillion is the target. And this will be to the benefit of the United States, but also to the benefit of Japan as well. Investment is mutually beneficial. So be it with the U.S. Steel, as Mr. President says, it is not acquisition, it is investment. So the Japanese technology will be provided, and the better quality products will be manufactured in the United States, and the U.S. Steel will make products which will contribute not only to the United States and Japan, but also to the whole world. It is not one-sided. It will be reciprocal. It will be mutually beneficial. And I believe we were able to share on this, and that is the biggest result that I have seen today.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, $1 trillion. That's fucking insane. Holy shit.
U.S. Steel. So you're saying that is this a restructuring of the deal that's happening, and then
They're doing it as an investment, no longer a purchase.
Okay.
I didn't want it purchased, but investment I love. And they're going to do a big investment, subject to getting the deal done.
Boys.
And they'll be doing
Hey.
I'm okay with that, sure.
And for the Prime Minister, what was your argument to the President related to U.S. Steel? And one more on tariffs, Mr. President, if I could. You said on tariffs that you'd like them to be reciprocal back and forth. What was the reception from the Japanese Prime Minister when you said that, or when you talked
Well, we didn't
Bring it
discuss
back
tariffs too much. We really discussed many other things, including the pipeline in Alaska, which I think is going to be maybe the most exciting thing with Doug, Chris. We discussed that at length, the pipeline. I mean, it seemed to be of great interest to them. It's we have potentially more oil and gas than in Saudi Arabia, just Alaska. We have the most of any country in the world. It's a big asset for the United States, but we haven't used it. We go to Venezuela, we go to other places to take oil and gas, and we have more than anybody. It's an amazing phenomenon that took place over the last 4 years. Nobody understands it, including the people that were in charge of it. They had no clue what they were doing. So it was a big problem. They were surprised actually too. They were saying,
Was the government that stupid?
Why didn't they wouldn't sell.
I mean, that's kind of crazy
LNG.
to even imagine.
They wouldn't sell. Japan wanted to buy LNG.
Was it that bad?
Biden wouldn't sell it, and I'm trying to figure that one out.
There's no
Maybe it
way,
was the
right?
Environment. You might answer that question. He's curious about that himself, I think.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much.
They're playing a long con?
If you want to answer that, you may, about LNG, that the United States wouldn't sell you LNG.
The truth is stranger than fiction. Yeah, I just can't imagine that they were all that fucking stupid. It's kind of scary.
That was a really unfortunate thing, but the current administration, I'm sorry, the previous administration was not allowing the LNG to be exported to us. I believe that President Trump, on the day of his inauguration, allowed us to resume this importing. I think this is something that is really wonderful for us. And as the country of Japan, we are interested in importing not just LNG, but also bioethanol, ammonia, and other resources at a stable price, a reasonable price from the United States. And we also want to improve the trade deficit that the U.S. has towards Japan. So if we are able to buy those at a stable and reasonable price, I think it would be a wonderful situation. And for that, I am very appreciative to President Trump. And we also look forward to LNG and hope that it's a success.
I wanted to just say that on the ethanol, Iowa is going to be very happy. All of the Nebraska, all of our farm states are going to be very happy. They want ethanol, and we'll be able to provide it. So our farmers, who I like and they like me, I think they're going to be very, very happy. We've opened the sale of LNG immediately. Actually, we did it a few days ago. And China, right now, not only China, everybody wants to buy it. We have more than anybody, and they're all buying it. But Japan in particular, we're very happy that they're going to start immediately. And we can supply it to the world, but we're supplying it to Japan, and they can always be right up in the front of the line. Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Mr. Prime Minister, I have a question for you as well, but Mr. President, I'll start with you. Well, quickly to follow up on what Peter was asking, have you directed Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, given it's the biggest discretionary spending
yes,
in the federal budget?
Yes, I have Pentagon, education, just about everything. Wow. We're going to go through everything, just as it was so bad with what we just went through with this horrible situation we just went through, and I guess 97% of the people have been dismissed. It was very, very unfortunate. You're not going to find anything like that, but you're going to find a lot. And I've instructed
I bet the military is fucking corrupt as shit.
To check out the Pentagon, which is the military. And, sadly, you'll find some things that are pretty bad, but I don't think proportionally you're going to see anything like we just said.
FBI has turned over a list to the Justice Department of the FBI agents who worked on the January 6 rioters cases. Yeah. Are you planning to fire the FBI agents who worked on those investigations?
No, but I'll fire some of them because some of them were corrupt. I have no doubt about that. I got to know a lot about that business, that world.
All right.
I got to know a lot about that world, and we had some corrupt agents, and those people are gone, or they will be gone, and it'll be done quickly and very surgically.
2, 3.
Did you have a question for the Prime Minister?
Including which side you're on.
Talk up.
They can't stop talking about January 6th,
I don't know. I know we have some that are very corrupt and we don't like it. We're going to bring back the reputation.
They keep bringing this shit up over and over.
FBI. Kash Patel is going to do a great job. And we're going to bring back the reputation of the FBI, which has been hurt very badly. It's been devastated over the last 4 years.
You have just been meeting for the first time with President Trump. The last administration famously did not have hardly any, if at all, contact with North Korea. President Trump certainly did the last time he was in office. Would you like to see him resume that contact and also that in-person meeting that he had with the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un?
That's a great question. That was crazy that shit happened, too.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
That is something that the United States needs to determine on its own, and it's not something that we should request. Having said that, but...
Yeah, that's probably true.
For example, in Vietnam or Singapore, the President of the United States... President Trump was able to meet with Kim Jong-un. I think that's a very positive development.
Oh, wow.
So now that President Trump is in power again, if we are able to move towards resolving issues with the North Korea, I think it would be great. And of course, for us, that includes not only denuclearization, but also resolving the abductee issue. And so, not only the victims of the abductees, but also their families too are aging, and so our time is limited. So, if the President of the United States, if President Trump is able to resolve this issue, we do understand that it's a Japan issue first and foremost. Having said that, we would love to continue to cooperate with them.
It's actually a good question, and we will have relations with North Korea and with Kim Jong-un. I got along with him very well, as you know. I think I stopped the war. I think if I wouldn't have won that particular election, you would have ended up in a very bad situation.
Oh, okay.
But I did, and we had a good relationship, and I think it's a very big asset for everybody that I do get along with him. I get along with him, he gets along with me, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. And I can tell you that Japan likes the idea because their relationship is not very good with him. And if I can have a relationship with not only him, but other people throughout the world where there seem to be difficulties, I think that's a tremendous asset for the world, not just the United States. Go ahead.
I have a question for you and for the
I always thought it was crazy how he actually met with Kim Jong-un.
What do you make of the criticism from Democrats that these staff reductions, the cuts that Elon Musk and Doge are doing are an unlawful power grab? Is there anything you've told Elon Musk he cannot touch?
Oh boy.
Well, we haven't discussed that much. I'll tell him to go here, go there.
Jesus.
He's got a very capable group of people. Very capable. They know what
they're so mad. Yeah.
They'll ask questions and they'll see immediately as somebody gets tongue-tied that they're either crooked or don't know what they're doing. We have very smart people going in, so I've instructed him go into education, go into military, go into other things as we go along. And they're finding massive amounts of fraud, abuse, waste, all of these things. So, but I will pick out a target, and I say go in. There could be areas that we won't, but I think everything's fertile. You know, we're a government. We have to be open. And as an open government, I don't know, I guess you could say maybe some high intelligence or something. And I'll do that myself if I have to. But generally speaking, I'll just say go. But he will be looking at education pretty quickly, and he will be looking at military too.
So Elon's just going to go over everything.
Spending is Social Security, Medicare, programs like that. Would you like to see him look at those programs as well?
Well, they don't really have to be looked at by him. They can be looked at by us. Social Security will not be touched. It'll only be strengthened. We have illegal immigrants on Social Security, and we're going to find out who they are and take them out. We have illegal immigrants and other Medicare. We've found a lot of bad people.
Take them out.
That shouldn't be on. So we're put on through California. A lot of them come out of California. We're not going to stand for that. So we're going to strengthen our Social Security, etc. We're not going to touch it other than to make it stronger. But we have people that shouldn't be on, and those people we have to weed out. Most of them, or many of them so far, have been illegal immigrants. They shouldn't even be in the country. Do you have a question for the Prime Minister?
Mr. Prime Minister, the President's affinity for tariffs is well known.
Oh, God.
If the U.S. places tariffs on Japanese imports, would Japan retaliate?
Dude. These guys are worse than Twitch chat hoppers.
I'm unable to respond to a theoretical question. That's the official answer that we have.
That's a very good answer. Very good answer. Wow. That's very good. He knows what he's doing. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, my God. Wow.
And that was President Donald Trump meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba. They were hosting this joint
That was a good one? Yeah, it was.
Questions.
You said it's a dumb question?
And
yes.
This covered a range of topics. I do want to show you a live look out of Washington, D.C. now as we recap a lot of detail here of what was discussed. Again, this was the first face-to-face meeting between President Trump and Japanese Prime Minister
samurai answer.
They discussed a range of topics, one of them being North Korea. We did hear from the Prime Minister through a translator. He said that their goal is to address their nuclear and missile program.
Man,
and they say
that's fucking funny.
Trump and Ishiba say
Asians don't have time for that Reddit shit. I guess so.
Only 60 seconds left.
Feel the ocean's chill. You never had a chance.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Protect your key. How
Down to
refreshing.
30 seconds.
Never miss.
Us against the world.
These waves are rough break. From the coldest depths.
Help, friends. The final 10 seconds.
Just with the doctor orders. You're too loud. My battle has only just begun.
Final score. 1, 2, 3. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Lawmakers attempted to storm the Department of Education in Washington this morning, but were denied entry into the building. The stunt comes as President Trump is considering abolishing the department. Watch.
We're coming in. We're coming in. We're coming in. Don't lock the door. We're coming in. Who are you?
You're not coming in. Do you have business here?
Yes. What do you do here?
What are you doing here?
Get out of the way.
Were you told to stand here? There's no business purpose to be here, so that's why.
But
There's no business purpose.
There are no thieves and thugs out here. Are they prepared to shoot us? This is going to go out in history. The man who blocked the doors of the Department of, hold your face up so they can see you. Department of Education.
We are not a threat to security. We're members of Congress.
This is an outrage. So what are you going to do? You're going to beat us up if we go in?
Oh, those members of Congress earning their salary as usual. This is Outnumbered, everyone. Welcome. I'm Emily Campagno, and joining me today is Martha McCallum, anchor and executive editor of The Story and co-anchor of Fox News election coverage. Cheryl Casoni, Fox Business anchor and host of American Dream Home on Fox Business. Dr. Nicole Saphier, Fox News contributor and board-certified physician, and Griff Jenkins, Fox News national correspondent. Griff, an exciting morning, but I think the excitement was pretty contained to the Democrat Party that pretty much accomplished nothing other than showing us that they want to do stunts for a living.
Well, that's not true, Emily. Maxine Waters proved she can't open a door. And, I didn't have storming the Department of Education on my bingo card today. The backstory for context, like 50 to 80 Democrats led by Congressman Mark Takano, a Democrat, and sent a letter yesterday to the acting Secretary of Education saying, we want a meeting. They didn't get a response, and so they decided to show up and storm the door. A little bit out of polite form, I would say. But at the end of the day, it's certainly an incident that shows that the Democrats were reaching a certain level of sort of desperation between holding press conferences, attacking everything that President Trump and this administration is trying to do, to now trying to put the focus. And I feel bad for that poor staffer, the Maxine Waters, is saying, let the history show this man won't let me in. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, Martha, my question also is, where was the storming of the DOE when we started learning how abysmal test scores are, how poorly educated our children are? Where's the outrage over the actual product of our school systems? We can pop up on the screen exactly those numbers, right? That's why we're looking to overhaul the Department of Education. Math scores here for 4th and 8th grade, you guys, down 4 and 8 points from 2019 to last year, respectively, and reading scores for those same grades down 5 points.
Well, it's a great question. One thing we definitely learned this morning and have learned this week is that Maxine Waters loves to go places and yell at people very loudly. I'm not sure what has been accomplished by that. Remember when she said to go to restaurants and get in people's faces? Anyone who worked for the Trump administration, that's what she wanted people to do. That was her goal. You know, go yell in their faces. So that's what she's doing. But that being said, the Department of Education was created in 1980. Its focus was to make sure that kids on the lower end of the education spectrum caught up, okay? The gap is now wider than it was in 1980, and we saw what happened during COVID. So they've received a huge F on their report card. They have literally failed at their mission, which was to improve the education level of America's students. And Betsy DeVos wrote today, you know, she tried to fix it for 4 years. She said the bureaucracy is so deeply entrenched, it's never going to happen. And frankly, American students will be better off without it.
Because isn't that the point, Doctor? The point of the DOE was to improve and ensure quality education. So if that has failed, then why shouldn't the Democrats be open to an overhaul that puts at its center, instead of the bureaucracy, actually students' performance? The more money we've pumped in, the more abysmal the test scores and performance has been on the student level. I don't quite know what they want to protect here.
Well, I think we saw with the 2024 election that Democrats will not move off of their talking points because they don't want to admit that they were wrong. Maxine Waters is not the only one who's been yelling. Remember, there were parents in 2020 and 2021 going to school board meetings, and they were yelling as well. They were saying, actually, our children's education is getting worse. They were labeled domestic terrorists. And now it is irresponsible for us to say that all of these test scores are just because of what happened during COVID. Yes, we saw the chronic absenteeism. Yes, the remote learning. And yes, we are going to play catch up from that for years to come. But the widening of the performance gap, which Martha was just mentioning, that happened before COVID, that we were starting to see that widening from the highest to lowest performers starting in 2013, really widened in 2018. And one of the things that we have to call into question was that's when you started seeing some of the curriculum changes to insert some of those social issues, the CRT, and a lot of the race-based curricula. All of a sudden, they went away from focusing on the fundamentals, the reading, the math, and the science, and they're talking more about social issues. So we have to get away from this. I understand, I mean, President Trump campaigned on he was getting rid of the DOE, or at least he was going to look into it and shake it up, which he's been promising to do. There's no surprise this is happening. And shame on them for saying we shouldn't be doing something for the DOE. They have failed our children miserably.
Yeah, remember the CDC years ago came out, and the subsequent media around it, the titles were "The Kids Are Not Okay."
Yeah, well, I mean, to Martha's point, and to your point as well, you know, the bottom rung of those kids that are underperforming, it has gotten worse during COVID. Where were all of those lawmakers during COVID when all of the parents were, you know, being called, you're right, domestic terrorists? But look, the money that we're spending at the DOE is the whole point of why the Trump administration wants to change this. Look, send it back to the states. I mean, these salaries are coming at the state level. That is the truth. Somebody you know very well, Randy Weingarten. She's making $500,000. Teachers don't make that. Let the states dig in and fix their own education problems. And by the way, they were given, Nicole, you mentioned the COVID pandemic, they were given $190 billion. That was allocated to them by Congress to get kids caught up after the pandemic because they had fallen so behind, and it hasn't happened. So it's a morass, it's a waste of money. And this goes to the broader picture of what we're seeing in the U.S. government. The DOE is a perfect example of why things need to change. And that report card, I think, needs to be looked at over and over and thrown in the faces of these Democratic lawmakers, which look ridiculous today. This is such a, if that's all they have, I'm actually sad for them and I'm sad for my Democratic friends. If this is how you think you're going to fix things, this isn't the way.
Can I just add to that? Because I think you put your finger on something important. That is, Randy Weingarten is long been the head of the American Federation of Teachers, the most powerful Democrat-leaning teachers union. So the storming of the building, these lawmakers all upset, that's because something is threatened. What's threatened? The slush fund going to the teachers union that has made them so all-powerful. But where was the accountability to blame them for the original failures that Martha brought up?
Do you remember that Randy Weingarten actually traveled to Ukraine to help them make sure that they can recover from the pandemic and the warfare in their educational systems? Yet here we are in the United States, and it's been a complete failure for the American children. Yet she was being flown, probably on taxpayer dollars, for her role to teach other countries how to have a robust education system.
We haven't even talked about the universities, guys. I mean, the Department of Education also. Look at what's happened to the nation's universities since October 7th and these protests that have happened. All of that under this department's purview.
It's not results oriented. They're not based on results that they get. And so there's no accountability whatsoever, and parents should be outraged and they should be happy to toss this apple cart right over and see if we can have a better result.
When I was in middle school, so 100 years ago, I was part of the Richmond Unified School District where it went bankrupt. So halfway through the school year, all of a sudden, we were going to go home and not have the rest of the year. Now, obviously, that crisis was averted. We had to switch to the West Contra Costa Unified School District because all the loans were under RUSD. And so to even get any more money, we had to switch names. I mean, the labyrinth goes back decades and decades, and it's under that bureaucratic bloat. For anything to change for the betterment of children, indeed, the apple cart has to be
give parents control over their tax dollars. We spend more per student than most developed nations around the world, but we're not getting the results.
And President Trump just signed an executive order for that school choice.
Well, guys, we are all wearing red today, and it's to support the American Heart Association in raising awareness about cardiovascular disease. That's the leading cause of death in women. And for more information, visit goredforwomen.org. After labeling President Trump a threat to democracy, the left is now taking aim at Elon Musk. We'll discuss their ramped-up rhetoric and their new
on Capitol Hill this week to melt down over the Trump administration's efforts to cut wasteful government spending at USAID. And they specifically took aim at Doge director Elon Musk. Watch.
God damn it, shut down the city!
Fire Elon Musk. Elon Musk took control of our country's financial nuclear codes.
What we're not gonna do is stand around when they pull this bull. We are gonna be in your face. We are gonna be on your. We will see you in the courts, in Congress, in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi nutball baby.
Nobody elected your. This is not Elon Musk's country.
We've got to fight back. You've got to be on the streets tomorrow.
The billionaire tech executive and his Doge team are even facing public threats. A Boston University employee posted photos of 5 of Musk's Doge staffers on X, saying they were, quote, wanted, dead or alive, for carrying out a coup. A U.S. attorney telling the Boston Globe the post is being investigated. The Musk fired back on X. Here's what he wrote. Noted, before adding, he has committed a crime. And, you know, Griff, I want to add something else here. Let's go back to the purpose of Doge before we talk about these physical threats against these staffers who are trying to do the work that's been assigned to them. You've got Sean Duffy, the transportation secretary. He and Elon Musk have already spoken and said, let's upgrade the air traffic control of the systems within the towers across this country. In the wake of the crash that hit over the Potomac, 67 people died. They've got a problem with that. You want to upgrade the technology at the nation's airports,
which is highly outdated, and we learned that as a reporter that covered the crash in Washington. And that's just one example. I think the larger picture, Cheryl, that's so fascinating. There's a rich hypocrisy here that the Democrats are becoming profanity-laden, unhinged over an unelected advisor who I believe volunteers for President Trump, that is taking a look at waste and inefficiency across the entire federal government, which we've known for decades is bloated and engages in wasteful spending. And yet these are Democrats that are outraged that an unelected volunteer to the president's taking a look at it after unelected bureaucrats in agencies like USAID and across the federal government have squandered billions of taxpayer dollars. The question is, are there actual Democrat voters out there that support gross, incompetent, wasteful spending when you look at DEI programs in Syria, a transgender opera in Colombia, and these other examples? There's no doubt that USAID has priorities and perhaps spent some money on something that was important. But from the time Trump left, when they spent about $20 billion on USAID, to the final year for Biden, it was $40 billion. So why wouldn't the Democrats want to at least take a look at the auditing of it?
You know, Martha, it actually, what's interesting I found out was that if you go back to the Clinton years and the Clinton presidency, that time his Secretary of State wanted to eliminate USAID because of the misappropriations of funding. It got shot down. It never happened. But what they wanted to do at the time, that's that particular Secretary of State, he wanted to bring it back to the State Department. That is now what we're talking. Yes, now that's what we're talking about doing once again. But this is why the bureaucracy, that behemoth in Washington, is able to stop and squash anytime you try to have fiscal responsibility.
I mean, the lady doth protest way too much. I mean, when you are screaming about holding on, bloody murder, screaming on about hanging on to every last bit of the bureaucracy that exists, that got us to a place where we are $36 trillion in debt. Does anybody think, Republican, Democrat, that this is what the founders had in mind for this country? I mean, does anyone think so? It is so outrageous to me. They are so freaked out by the simple question of, people who are on read-only mode, just looking at the books. Like any American corporation, if you're a public corporation, your books are open. Your shareholders are investors in your company, right? The analogy is that we as taxpayers are investors in this. We have put our own stock into the United States of America. We deserve to see how everything is functioning. That's what Musk is doing, because you know what? They tried this so many times in Congress. They cannot do it to themselves. Yep. They can't. They failed every time, even good intention. Tom Colburn pointed out all this same kind of garbage and waste. He got nowhere, sadly, despite his best efforts.
And we're just learning this is actually just crossing, that the U.S. Attorney in Washington, D.C. Is going to begin an inquiry into people, quote, stealing government property and or threatening U.S. DOJ staff after referrals from Elon Musk and Steve Davis. This is Edward. So action's already being taken to protect these people whose photos have now been outed on social media.
Right, and that's an appropriate stewardship of our tax dollars. I have to say, here's what's different this time around. And this is why it's going to work. Because the collective dismantling of the bureaucratic bloat can only work when you do it all at once. And to your point, Adam Andrzejewski and the Open the Books company, for so long, there are voices in the dark that have been crying out this entire time, showing transparent windows into the book so that we can see the ridiculous of our tax dollars. But only now, when everything in one fell swoop is happening, that's why it's working. And I can't understand why all of those Democratic leaders, to your point, are talking about the use of our money. It is our money that pays their salaries and that pads the coffers of this government. So why shouldn't we have insight into it? By the way, those need to be the campaign ads for every single person running against those incumbents in a year and a half. We need to get them out, but they dug their own grave there.
Yeah, and to Martha's point earlier, Maxine Waters has been at microphones in the last couple of days. But you know what? Also, Nicole, going back and zeroing in on USAID, look, they're not saying get rid of the entire thing. They're saying get rid of the bloat. USAID does do things like, fund HIV research and prevention in Africa. They're saying we're not going to take that away. We're going to give the core mission. We're going to keep the core mission and get rid of everything.
Yeah, honestly, I have a lot of colleagues who are really upset right now. They're very concerned that the funding for their research that they're doing is going to be cut off. I mean, we do a lot of valuable research in the cancer community, and I keep telling to people, you just have to give it a pause right now. I think DOJ is probably one of the greatest things to happen in U.S. history, but change is hard. I can empathize with these Democrats right now. It's really hard. And in hospital systems, like, we have to do these huge electronic medical record transfers. And that makes me want to retire and quit my job because it is so hard and there's so much work, but it doesn't mean it's not for the greater good of things. And so while I think a part of them just wants to keep it, they want to keep control of the money, but I also think it's really hard to accept change. And Elon Musk with Doge, I truly believe are doing great things, and they are going to weed out the waste and make sure that what deserves funding should get funding. But I will say, and I say this with caution, Elon Musk is tweeting or Xing. He's talking about how some of his Doge employees have been doxxed. They need to make sure that they are doing appropriate vetting, because let me tell you that at least one of those that have been doxxed, I mean, has been flagrantly racist on social media, and I do believe that we need to make sure that they may be the smartest, they may be good with a calculator, but they need to be good people too if they're working on this.
Yeah. Well, more to come, of course, on this story. Well, Senator John Fetterman blasted his own party, branding Democrats as toxic. He says they may have lost a key demographic forever.
Senator John Fetterman giving his own Democratic Party a blunt reality check as they still appear to be ignoring the lessons of the November election. Watch this.
I think their primary currency was shaming and scolding and talking down to people and telling them, hey, I know better than you, or you're dopes, or you're a bro, or you're ignorant, or, you know, don't you know, how can you be this dumb? I can't imagine it. Like, and then, by the way, they're fascists. How can you vote for that? And, you know, when you're in a state like Pennsylvania, like, I know and I love people that voted for Trump, and they're not fascists. You know, they don't support insurrection and those things. And you know, if you go to an extreme and you become a boutique kind of a proposition, then you're going to lose the argument of the new leadership of the DNC, the vice chair, you know, abolish ICE, and now the other thing saying, you know, defund the police and those things. You know, I'm concerned that we really haven't paid attention on what happened, and have we looked up at the scoreboard and been like, oh, by the way, we lost.
So, you know, I think that the John Fetterman experience for everyone who's covered his story is one of the most humbling wake-up calls that has happened, right? I mean, there was a time when I think only his wife thought he was capable, post-stroke, of becoming a United States Senator. But he has become one of the strongest truth speakers in the United States Senate right now. And I think that he has to be someone who is considered a leader right now, Emily, as they look for leadership that they do not have at all. They should be listening to John Fetterman. He's Pennsylvania, one of the biggest, most important swing states in the November election.
Which I think the Democrat Party should listen to him for that very reason. The irony is that as he's calling out the extremist view that has sort of fishhooked the rest of the party way left, it's the reason that they lost the middle. It's the reason that the common sense policies of the GOP rang so soundly during the election. He is now the extremist view, my point is. So he is now the voice that says, oh, don't listen to him. Oh, what is he saying? But here's the thing. Every day that passes that we talk about this, where the post-mortem is ignored by that party, where there isn't some type of aggressive search for who can be the new leader and the new voice who doesn't have such a checkered, horrible past or has those extremist votes on the record, that's one day less than they have in this lead up to the midterms. But, and I know I'm not to conflate topics, but we talked about this a little bit last segment in the commercial break, that it is incumbent upon the GOP to be as watertight as possible, to make sure the T's are crossed, I's are dotted, that we are totally impenetrable in the courts, in messaging and in policy, so that it's a twofer with them shooting themselves in the foot and with the GOP standing strong for the midterms.
Yeah, I mean, I think the preparation that the Trump team came in with is astonishing. I've never seen a transition that was more ready to go and executing more on every day than we have seen here. We'll see where it all goes, but it's been absolutely extraordinary. As the white male on this couch, I want to play this soundbite from another part of the Fetterman interview. Let's watch.
How do Democrats win back white men like yourself?
I don't know, and truthfully, I'm not sure if that's possible, to be honest. I think that's been seriously eroding for a while. It's like men's the problem. Men are to blame. or their masculinity is toxic. And once we've kind of turned their back on that demographic, it's going to be difficult to rebuild and replace that.
What do you think?
Well, I think he's spot on. And to be fair to John Fetterman, even as a reporter on Capitol Hill, from the day he arrived to Washington, has been willing to talk to Fox News reporters in the hallways, to engage on any topic on a committee.
Grabbing RFK Jr. in the hallway to talk to him.
Exactly, and I say that because he's starting to get a rap that, oh, he's a turncoat Democrat now, he's just catering to Trump. Now, John Fetterman's always been like that, so I wanted to get that on record. Now, as far as what he's saying about getting white men back, he's dead right, because literally the problem, the post-mortem that you mentioned, Emily, was that the voters cared about border security, about economic prosperity, about a strong military defense in an age of terrifying world conflicts going on in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and elsewhere. And what happened when white men started talking about it? It was like, no, we don't care about that. We care about these social experiments, and men are bad. So I think at the end of the day, until the Democrat Party comes back to the actual priorities that those white male voters cared about, you're not going to have progress, at least in terms of their numbers.
I mean, young men, Nicole, were called toxic, speaking of the word toxic, which he now labels Democrats with. And they have experienced a renaissance in the last few years as they have become Trump voters, celebrating their strength as young men. And I'm talking about white men, Latino men, black men across the board under age 30 went 6 for 10 for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm raising 3 of these white men, so it's obviously a huge issue with me. Fetterman himself, first of all, the evolution and the recovery of him mentally, physically, and even politically has just been incredible to watch. And I'm just so happy for him. I have really appreciated listening to him this last year specifically. He said it absolutely right. He said the 2024 election was a gut check for Democrats. And the Washington Post article today or yesterday came out where they were interviewing historical Democrats who voted for Trump this year. And they essentially said, like, they lost us. They lost us with the drag shows and some of the school curriculum and the tampons in boys' bathrooms and the men in women's sports and just the student loan payback for, academics and professionals who make well over $600,000. Like, none of these made sense to people. And so they lost them. And so I agree with Senator Fetterman. I don't know what they're going to do to kind of swing that pendulum back because they went so far left and they haven't learned their lesson. I mean, you can see it right now. They are still not coming back where they should be.
I mean, Cheryl, this is an extraordinary moment that we're witnessing just in how the way this is all playing out historically, and to have a president win after being out for 4 years. So that in and of itself is extraordinary. But I don't doubt that there is a Bill Clinton or a Barack Obama, someone who probably is not on the scene yet, who is looking at all of this and saying, I can get this right. I know how to win this party back.
And if the Democrats have any hope of recovering from their drudging in November of 2024, they're going to have to do that deep dive. But, Fetterman, I think it's really unfortunate how he's being treated by people like MSNBC. I mean, they've gone after him for, oh, no, he put positive comments about Trump and Greenland. He met Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Oh, my gosh. He joined True Social. At the end of the day, John Fetterman understands where the regular people are. And to attack him for that is such a misguided mistake by the left.
All right. Great conversation. So when we come back, Democrats are trying to find their way. We've been discussing President Trump is going full steam ahead. His pace of executive orders is being described as unprecedented. We'll discuss next when we come back.
It's tight. Some 3,000 law enforcement officers, Secret Service prepared with enhanced measures, with President Trump becoming the first sitting president ever to attend a Super Bowl. Matt Finn is talking to fans on Bourbon Street. Matt.
I tear through the cloudless night.
Hi, Harris. The live music began at 10 a.m. here on Bourbon Street. Hour by hour, the foot traffic is picking up. Over the past couple days, we have talked to people from all over the country, Kansas, Missouri, and PA, of course, but also Florida, Georgia, Virginia, California, and beyond. Here's a handful of Eagles and Chiefs fans we talked to about Sunday's game. How excited are you? Three-peat historical, is the pressure on?
Woo! We're very excited. No pressure.
I truly believe that this is our year. We owe the Chiefs something. The way that they won the last Super Bowl, that was our game to win, and we're here for redemption.
People think that all of a sudden now we're this dynasty. Honey, I've been waiting for this stuff since I was 9 years old. So it's a dream come true, and I believe in them.
And the latest data from StubHub shows the average ticket price is $7,100. You can get in the door for about $2,600. And back live here on Bourbon Street, Harris, we do want to point out the intense security up and down Bourbon Street. Every couple of blocks there are these blockades. There are armed National Guard here, state and local police. We can report an intense and heightened security all across New Orleans. Back to you.
Nat Finn, thank you so much. All right, let's keep talking football. Reno Mahe, former Philadelphia Eagles running back, played in Super Bowl 39 against the New England Patriots, and he was coached by Andy Reid, who, of course, is now the Chiefs coach. It's so great to have you. Thanks for being with me. I'm a Chiefs fan, but that's okay. You and I are going to fly like eagles together. All right, so first of all, Andy Reid, have you reached out to your former team and said, look, here's some notes to help the Eagles win this time against Kansas City? Because I know your team lost against them in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard because there's even my teammate is coaching with Andy Reid at the Chiefs. And so for me, I feel like I can still enjoy this Super Bowl because either my old coach and a bunch of the staff and my old teammates going to win, or the Eagles are going to win. And there's some guys I know on the Eagles as well, so I look at it as a win-win for this Super Bowl.
So wait a minute, I didn't know there was more than one person on the Chiefs staff that you know.
Oh, there's pretty much the whole staff, even the trainers, and there's a lot of guys on the
Reno, I'm going to interrupt for 1 second. I'll come right back. At the White House, President Trump and the Japanese Prime Minister right now, as they come out for their traditional photo, and they'll stand. This is Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, and he's just gotten there. They'll talk about a whole host of things, you know, all about how to reserve and build the diplomacy between our friend Japan and the United States. And we'll bring you the Oval Office video playout because we won't have live cameras in there. This is very traditional, the way they do this. And as soon as we get that playout, we will play it live right here on the Faulkner Focus. So stay tuned for that. Now back to Super Bowl 59 preview with Reno Mahe. All right, so you were saying, you know so many people in that locker room in Kansas City. But talk to me about your star quarterback, Jalen Hurts, and what his aspirations are in terms of getting his first.
I think just like any player trying to win a Super Bowl, especially your first, I think Jalen is having a phenomenal year, and I think he's got all the great weapons around him to pull this off. But, you know, the other team is going for dynasty status, and they've got a lot to play for as well, and so it should make for an exciting Super Bowl.
Are you always this calm? I mean, when you watch on Sunday, are you not going to have, like, all your gear on? I want to know what it's like. You were a star running back for the Eagles, and you're about to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. What's it like in your house?
With 10 kids, it's pretty chaotic, and so to talk sports is easy. It's pretty relaxing, but outside of that, these guys are professionals. They get paid a lot of money to do what they do, and they do a great job of it, and it's really entertaining. And so, as long as I think the refs stay out of this game, it should be a fun game.
I knew you were going to go there. You know, you almost recreated an entire football game on your side of the line. You got 10 out of 11 players there. I mean, that is amazing. Real quickly, the New York Post with headline, the NFL ref microscope is getting more intense at Super Bowl as NFL tries to destroy the myth. Here's part of it. The Chiefs have gotten fewer flags than their opponents in the playoffs in recent years, and there have been questionable penalty calls and a shaky fourth down measurement during this playoff run. That's a quote. Fox Sports analyst and the GOAT Tom Brady reacted earlier today on Fox.
I think it's just all BS. It's just a bunch of noise, and these refs have very challenging jobs to do. These refs are out there trying to do their very best. They've got to make decisions in a split second, and they're going to call what they see, and these guys are some of the most professional people on the field.
A few seconds here, your reaction.
I agree. I think it's just a bunch of hogwash. I mean, if it's that bad, maybe they ought to have Elon Musk look into that as well.
Wow,
and help it out. But I think it's a bunch of hogwash. It's too much integrity into the game to worry about stuff like that.
There you are on the left side of the screen in your heyday. Wow. Mahe in his heyday. Great to have you. Thank you so very much. Go Eagles and go Chiefs. Go Fox, because the NFL game is on ours. Good to see you.
That's awesome.
All right, so
Thanks
tune in. Absolutely.
Armed and dangerous.
The current score is 0-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in...
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
All
I ever wanted to do was sing, really.
Fools! Do you truly believe you can stop my grand scheme?
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You cannot save Yggdrasil, nor can you save yourself.
Make you an excellent assassin.
I've been told that before. But that kind of violence isn't really my style.
If you came from my world, you would have little choice.
You're up, little one. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Same way we always do. Together. Anyone willing to help?
I feel like myself again.
I appreciate you.
A nice deep freeze.
Ew, spider robot.
Do I throw like a girl?
Hey, folks, I caught so many spiders.
Feeling bent, that one hurts. Now I must survive. Stay away from the nest. Thanks so much. Be your best self.
Armed and dangerous.
A little help, please. Yes. Another hit for Luna Snow.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Myself again.
I am ready to put on a show.
More powerful yet.
Much better.
Should we fail, the gods will not be kind. These mechanical arachnids are no more.
I like the cold. That one hurts. I was worried. There we are.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Grow up.
For mutant kind.
It's okay. Admit it. You need me.
I suck.
Good medicine.
Shields up.
Much better.
Much better. Only 60 seconds left. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. That one hurts. A nice deep freeze. I am ready to put on a show.
I feel like myself again.
Sai, we need you back.
I am strengthened for battle.
Disappear! Shields up! You'll KO! Someone needs a snowball in the face. Well, it takes a while to gather that many. I like the cold. Be your best self. Get that vehicle moving again! Thanks for the shield. My friends are here!
I feel like myself again.
This is real firepower! I appreciate it.
Fear Magneto! I'll patch you up. Much better. Fear Magneto!
I'm back in the fight. Blow up.
I am strengthened for battle.
Thanks so much. I suck. Disappear! A little help, please. I am ready to put on a show. See them? Right there.
I've seen so many spider suits. Never mind.
Much better.
Armed and
It's spider time! I suck. Got your back. Be your best self.
behind you. Much better.
60 seconds left. Like a girl.
This is real firepower! A timely intervention.
I like the cold. Thanks so much. What am I? Invisible? Get that vehicle moving again! Down to 30 seconds. A nest of spider bombs. A little help, please.
Another person dead.
Someone needs a snowball in the face. Final 10 seconds.
Power.
A nice deep freeze. Fireball. We're strong together. It's okay. I did it. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Watch me soar! We won't stop until the tapping is feeling fantastic. Mates on the hook. You're halfway there. Keep going! Dippy-Do says we're ready to go. Keep an eye on this one. Sai, we need you back. I like the cold. I am ready to put on a show! My friends are here! Almost there. Don't turn back now! Shields up! I like the cold.
Good medicine.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Armed and dangerous again!
Needed that more than you know. A nice deep freeze. Just in time.
I feel like myself again.
Hello there, little spiders. Disappear! Only 60 seconds left. A little life, please. A nice deep freeze. Ooh, a touch of healing. You're a girl like this, girl.
These mechanical arachnids want no more.
It's spider time! I'm ready to put on a show! Score one, straight on till Yggdrasil. Down to 30 seconds.
This is real firepower!
Watch me go! No time to go solo! You seeing stars? We're strong together. The final 10 seconds! Let's keep fighting until we have a winner! Where am I? Invisible? See them? Right there! Honestly, Rocky's much better. They push all the way. That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way!
Armed and dangerous!
I was worried. So close! This is your big chance! It's spider time! Disappear! Final score, 2-3. Well, you can't expect to win them all. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like them.
If those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake. of the earth is mine to rule. I have come to claim the
30
rest.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Don't take this the wrong way, Mark, but if you need help, you know, emotionally, try Dr. Leonard Sampson. He's a good friend. Doc Sampson. Read his file. Maybe like how he did you. Is he gonna pull Khonshu out?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I've met hordes of dolphins more capable of saving the world. Attack them!
That one hurts.
Feel the ocean's chill. That is much better. Drown them! Wash our foes away! Not seeing too many fighters. Never mind, Namor does not lose.
Blow up.
Attack them! Cleanse this place! Feel the ocean's chill!
You smiled on us. Time to drain.
Cleanse this place! My life force is exposed. Protect your king! How refreshing!
Help get that vehicle to its destination. Spider time!
From the coldest depths!
Hit this place hard and watch the show.
From the coldest depths! King! Lead them to Khonshu! My move swifter than the currents.
You're halfway there. Keep going. I am ready to put on a show.
And nice the ally awakens.
Please,
Get hit. By the eye of Agamotto! Wash our foes away! Attack them! That is much better. Lead them to Khonshu! These waves will not break! And nice the ally awakens!
get that vehicle moving again.
These mechanical arachnids are no more. Protect your king!
It's spider time!
Cleanse
Get
this
ready.
place!
Here come the bad guys. Everybody needs a hand sometime. Or a dagger.
How refreshing!
Made of glass.
Denizens of the deep! Drown them! And nice ally awakens!
Us against the world! She cannot ice up.
Attack them!
I am ready to put on a show!
Feel the ocean's chill!
Blow up time!
That is much better! Lead them to Khonshu! Consider yourself power! The friends of furrowed toes, here they come.
vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Cleanse this place! I shall escort you to your destination, Spider.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Denizens of the deep! Cleanse this place!
I have tagged the foe.
You are fortunate Namor was here. My team!
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Feel the ocean's chill!
Fear that.
Down them!
If Spider Zero does not reach Budokan, she cannot reach the Shrine
That
of the
is
Reaper.
much better.
I have not seen so many spiders.
So close! Your big chance!
Good riddance to Mad Spider.
Us against the world! I like the code.
Cleanse this place!
The current score is 3-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
My team! Now is the time to strike.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong. Namor, someday I'd like to see Talokan.
I have brought part of it to the surface.
You did?
You might be surprised where.
I'm opening a portal.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Hulk is a bigger hero than battle. Our enemies are near.
That one hurt.
Attack them! Feel the ocean's chill!
I'm opening a portal.
Wash our foes away!
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
A shortcut! Next time, you may not be so lucky.
Another epic victory! Big win! The right heroes could make all the difference.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake. Ocean's avenging sun, you will get no love from me.
Ride the winds!
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
The ancient arcane deities you battle. Have you ever found it peculiar how closely they resemble the creatures of the deep?
I have noticed the similarities.
Should you ever encounter one you cannot defeat, perhaps I could communicate with them for you.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Never say Hulk is stupid just because Banner is smart.
How refreshing!
I summon the seas! You cannot hurt me. Attack them! That fucking hurt! That racket is idiotic! Let's wash our foes away! You're welcome! My team! Protect your king!
Here they are, the fools.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier! I'll patch you up.
I am at your service.
I unleash the Vishanti's power! Armed and dangerous! Protect your king! Fear my honeycomb! Wash our foes away! Don't mind me! I'm just dying! Oceans, protect me! Dennison's...
It seems the tide.
You cannot wash your hands of Namor. Protect your king! You cannot withstand.
Stop them!
I require some aid. Ah, there you are. No escaping us now.
Wash our foes away! Attack them! These waves will not break! Drown them! Now! Fucking hurt! Hey, team! All fall! You will no more! Not too many things. Attack them!
Only 60 seconds left.
Cleanse this place! Oh, happy to help!
He stopped them in their tracks.
Denizens of the unleash the Vishanti's power!
I have located one of our opponents.
Wash our foes away! Armed and dangerous! Again! Rise, my friend! These waves will not break! Fear Magneto! Now, cleanse this place!
I am ready to put on a show!
Attack them!
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
That is much better. Conquer. Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
The current score is 0-0. to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I shall crush our foes. My
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oceans, protect me!
It's a curious name for one with no arcane powers.
I didn't choose it.
No one chooses their birth name. But after that, you may call yourself what you like.
I like it. But maybe I'll start calling myself Sorcerer Supreme.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No smashing us!
In times like these, people with power must be at their best.
Our enemies are denizens of the deep! Cleanse this place! Denizens of the deep! Somebody scratch my back! That is much better! My... You're welcome! Protect your key! Cleanse this place! I'll patch you up! Hurricane! Protect your key!
I am ready to put on a show!
You cannot withstand my might! Denizens of the deep! Drown them!
Come to me for healing.
Protect your king! Fear Magneto! All fall before Namor! And dangerous! My friends!
I will always lend a hand.
Judge! Jury! Execute!
Final score, 1-2-0. Another epic victory! Big win! Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake. You are in the presence of royalty. You would be wise to show some respect.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Doc, I have a question. Squirrel Girl can talk to squirrels. Ant-Man can control ants. How come I can't control spiders?
You want to?
I mean, maybe? I bet there are a million spiders in Doomstar. I could command them all.
That is a terrible idea.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
따스한 하얀 눈으로 널 감싸 안아.
Denizens of the deep! Wash our foes away!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Warning, protector shield compromised.
Such pain!
We captured the mission area! Feeling good. You've been outshone.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again.
Attack and capture this place.
Protect your key!
Destroy the bomb.
Here is the prize. Wash our foes away!
Help, friends. I'm hurt.
Behold the god of thunder! I summon the seas!
A nice deep freeze.
This feels empty. Yet somehow...
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. There's that sun.
Wash our foes away!
My life energy flows stronger.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again.
I'm opening a portal.
Uh-oh, I'm vulnerable.
They've almost got it!
Escape from hell.
Anything can hurt.
Denizens of the deep!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Focus on the battle.
Cannot withstand my might! Cleanse this place! These waves will not break! The tides always turn in my favor.
Time to heal.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The ancient arcane deities you battle. Have you ever found it peculiar how closely they resemble the creatures of the deep?
I have noticed the similarity, particularly when enslaved to their tentacles.
Should you ever encounter one you cannot defeat, perhaps I could communicate with them for
The
you.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Dune is a powerful magic adept. I expect we will face each other again. Soon.
Protect your your key. Wash our foes away. That is much better.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
The moon haunts you.
Hell unleashed!
Attack them.
We captured the mission area!
The dragon unleashed.
Fire mode!
Healing power. Perfect.
Some sort of ancient home?
Oceans protect me.
We need not be anymore.
Behold the god of thunder! That is much better. Protect your king. I unleash the Vishanti's power. An enchantment.
How? You're frozen! Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. I like the cold friends. Us against the world.
From the coldest depths. Your powers are mine.
We are undefeatable. Destroyed that all.
Cleanse this place. These ways.
They've almost got it.
Now, attack them.
The Lord of Asgard.
You cannot wash your hands of Namor.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a
The
winner.
moon haunts you.
They've got more soldiers than us.
Attack them.
Well, you can't expect to win them all. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness. before you attack. Get ready.
Chaos.
The actual Magneto. Wow.
Should I know who you are?
No, but you should know magnetism doesn't work on super-cooled materials. Guess what I can do?
Be impertinent, it seems.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See them? Right there.
Their golden idolies.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
It seems the Punisher big
Much who will help?
We're finding our groove.
Help. Oh, I am healed.
That one hurts. I was worried. I suck. I don't have to be center stage.
You owe me one. You're halfway there. Keep going. Watch out for the Punisher's turret. The web needs the Weaver, and the Weaver needs you, Spider Zero.
See them? Right there.
Punisher is out of his turret again.
I've become vulnerable.
I suck.
That's a bad job, thanks.
Oh, I need assistance. You owe me one.
Thanks so much.
Please,
That should be sufficient.
Do I throw like a girl?
come on time.
I need some help.
Prepare yourself.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This is real firepower!
Punisher has enabled his turret.
Good medicine. Outstart. I am the ocean's avenging sun. You will get no love from me. Protect your king! That is much better. I summon the seas! Move faster, pathetic mammal!
Only 60 seconds left. Double KO.
Camouflage is stupid. I want the enemy to see me and be
By
afraid.
the eye of Agamotto!
Armed and dangerous! Again! Armed and dangerous! Again!
Down to 30 seconds.
Helping from the shadows.
Sue Richards, ready to help.
That was a long time coming. Honestly, I've wanted to do that for ages.
Like sharks!
By the final 10 seconds.
Been spotted.
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Against the world. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I've got them!
Here they are now.
All right! That is much better. Down them!
Got you covered.
You're truly fit to be a queen, Susan. So
sort of turret. How cool. Punish you first.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Venture forth. The web awaits.
Cleanse this place! Denizens of the deep!
Ah, here they are now.
Drown them! Attack them! That is much better. Such a complex weapon for such a simple key. Armed and dangerous! Protect the key! Seems Krakoa is in good hands, Magneto. Wash our foes away! Justice! My battle has only just begun.
Woo, sweet! Only 60 seconds left.
This is real firepower!
Protect your key!
Us against the world!
Shut down, rocket.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Back to the fight! Drown them!
Get that vehicle moving again!
I'm willing to help.
Protect your key! Judge! Jury!
10 seconds!
Executioner! Drown them!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Hands up!
Not lose. That is much better.
Hey! Double KO!
Denizens of the deep!
That's 3! You're halfway there!
Armed and dangerous! Cleanse this place!
Truly your best.
Almost there! Don't turn back now! That turret is dangerous! Hit it!
How refreshing! Cleanse this place! Booyah! Denizens of the deep!
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Not look happy.
Feeling that.
Denizens of the deep! These waves will not break! How refreshing!
Only 60 seconds left.
This is real firepower!
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Oceans, protect me! Protect your key!
Down to 30 seconds.
I will
So
not be
close.
stopped so easily.
This is your big chance.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Shields up.
Judge! Judge! I was pulled away!
The final 10 seconds.
Namor does not lose.
time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
You are in the presence of royalty. It would be wise to show some respect.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
The winds may not be blowing in our favor, Eric.
When has that ever stopped us before, Aurora?
Be careful. There are some forces that even I cannot.
Do not forget, my dear. We are mutants. We are change itself. There is nothing.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Attack them! Wash our foes away!
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. Anyone willing to help?
What vile creatures they are!
Denizens of the deep! Drown them!
A bow of light!
How refreshing! Cleanse this place! More foes to conquer!
My dearest Susan, if only you had chosen more wisely.
Have my own... I am strengthened for battle. Leave me, darkness!
That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row!
Always rises again.
They hit checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
You cannot withstand my might! Denizens of the deep!
Please, my heart!
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
That is stop that vehicle!
Hurricane incoming! Hey, kitty!
Consider yourself!
Double
My battle has
KO!
only just begun.
My lightning power is still converging.
They've made it halfway! Stop them! I feel like I'm seeing the whole universe.
I see them!
Mutant squids? Can we switch places, Ty?
The foul eye summon the seas!
There's still a chance to stop them!
Denizens of the deep!
Hurricane incoming!
I am ready to put on a show!
All fall before Namor! I am your king, creature! For mutant kind!
Shields up!
Denizens of the deep! Cleanse this place!
Anyone willing to help?
My dearest Susan, if only you had chosen more wisely.
Drown them!
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
That fucking hurts!
Better. Here they are, the fools.
What group of heroes would not be strengthened?
Better stop that vehicle!
This is real firepower!
Cleanse this place!
It's now or never! Stop them!
Smells like a big wash hour flows away. Feel the... I am strengthened.
Double KO!
I will not be
Don't
stopped
give them
so
another
easily.
inch. Or else.
Attack them!
By the eye of Agamotto!
Summon the seas! That is much better.
Shields up! The current score is 3-2-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
Round 3, go!
Superpowers are amazing. Also, the ice effects look great on stage. Be your best self.
"30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Wizard! I thought you were imprisoned on another plane.
Nobody can keep me locked up for long.
Ha! That's what I said in the Tower of Solitude.
I know. Loki might have cast a spell of silence in the tower, but I could hear you loud and clear on
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Only 60 seconds left. Midnight placed it all. Help get that vehicle to its destination. A nice surprise. I will protect you. Blow up.
My life force is exposed. Another arc. Who will rid us of Moon Knight?
Down to 30 seconds. How? You're frozen. Oh my gosh.
I was worried. I need some help.
Foul creatures, return to the seas and destroy the entire dimension.
The final 10 seconds.
The moon haunts you!
That's much better. I suck. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
My claws can...
I am strengthened for battle. Leave me, God!
This is real firepower!
We should destroy these arcs. A nice deep
Armed
freeze.
and dangerous!
I am ready to put on a show.
Every arc will be destroyed.
I was worried.
The moon haunts you!
I am ready to put on a show.
Good medicine. Well, creatures have risen from the realm below.
Admit it. You need me. Do I throw like a girl?
This place and the Master Leader must be protected.
Thor, sometimes I forget you were literally born for this.
Be strong together.
Not myself!
Let me guess, your Namor friend?
There they are. A nice deep
Wait, keep going.
You seeing stars? It's okay. Admit it. You need me.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
We will guide Spider-Zero to the Weaver. The Eye of Agamotto for songs.
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Stretch.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I was worried. Poor creatures. Nemo should be ashamed. Admit it. You need me. Thanks.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. This place and the Master Weaver must be protected.
You're halfway there. Keep going. I like the cold. Glow up.
Ready to rock and roll.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Feeling fantastic.
I am ready to put on a show.
My greatest hit.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. We better test this out.
Protect This is real firepower.
Thanks so much. I am ready to put on a show.
Asgard's might!
Danger! The Punisher's cone turret is active.
Unleash the Vishanti's power.
Armed and dangerous! Again! We're done here!
Double KO! I've still got songs to sing.
Let's go. Long time.
Blow up.
Everyone arms top. Let us proceed.
A little help, please.
On, culling turret.
That's the stuff.
I don't have to be center stage. That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Be your best self.
By the eye of Agamotto! Judge, jury, executioner! Not myself!
Double KO! The current score is 5-2-3. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
We are venom. You are insignificant. Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake.
Round 4,
Portions
go!
of the earth is mine to rule. I have come to claim the rest.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Your idealism refreshes a battered old soul.
You can't be that old.
Astral projection makes me feel old.
These waves will not break!
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Attack them! Coming up ahead. And cleanse this place!
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
them! Wash our foes away!
I'm going down. I'm hunkering down. Free fire zone.
Like the tide, Namor always rises again. Denizens of the deep! Just as expected. Drown them! These waves will not break! These weapons cannot be left standing. How refreshing!
Invisible?
All that thunder for nothing for? Attack them!
The Punisher's armor turret is broken.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Wash our foes away! You cannot wash your hands of Namor.
Thor.
Oceans, protect me!
By the eye of Agamotto!
Protect your king! Drown them! Attack them!
Disappear!
Your transgressions have been repaid.
I am Asgard's
My
might!
dear Susan, the Vishanti's cowards! Drown them!
I am here to help.
Attack them!
Don't let them through!
He stopped them in their tracks.
Feel the pull!
Only 60 seconds left.
Just too bright for you.
Wash our foes away!
Shields up.
Attack them! Drown them!
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Co-op time. Down to 30 seconds.
Attack them!
Their attack is almost equal.
You're back.
Protect me!
Final 10 seconds.
My strength is returning!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
These waves will not
I
break!
am Asgard's
Denizens
might!
of the deep!
Poets bested again by spellwork.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Final score: 5-2-3. Another epic victory! Big win!
Drown them! Attack them! Namor does not lose. That is much better. cleanse this place!
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake. Tides always turn in my favor.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Aurora, I sense a strong magical lineage within you.
There were indeed witches and mages among my ancestors, Stephen.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Part of me just wants to get back home, but I know I'm needed here.
So many...
I have encountered a real Hydra. Protect your king! From the coldest depths! All fall before Namor!
Looks like the mission area is yours. The mission area is yours!
We got it!
I suck!
Magnetism can't handle a deep freeze.
Attack them!
Defeat was your destiny.
Control
I will
lost!
not be stopped so easily. All fall before Namor. Protect your king. From the coldest depths. One behind you. You are in my
I got your back. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway
wants a
point.
piece of me now. Time to drain. Revenge is sort of my specialty. Yeah, Magneto! Good. You needed it.
Get up,
You'll have
my
to keep fighting
face.
until we have a winner. Control that child! Co-op time.
Surrender your strength. The moon haunts you. The moon haunts you.
Khonshu cannot save you. You've
Back
captured more
again?
than half of the
Great.
mission area. Keep going. Get ready to defend.
Asgard's might. You need their power. Who wants a piece of
It's
it?
not lost. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
Those 3/4 of the earth is mine to rule. I have come to claim the rest.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Luna Snow! The one and only, I think. You were my Obasan's favorite singer. Wow, did not expect that.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
You surface dwellers can't resist destroying yourselves, can you? You cannot withstand my might. Attack them! Cleanse this place! I summon the seas!
Looks like the mission area is closing down.
Magneto! Your powers are mine!
Pure chaos!
Attack them!
Capture the mission area! Found one of our
How refreshing! Protect your king!
co-op time!
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly. A nice deep freeze.
Disappear! Fire mode! It's spider time! Double KO!
I will not be stopped so easily.
Control seized!
Armed and dangerous! Again!
From the coldest depths.
Control! Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Denizens of the deep. Back to the fight. Drown them.
Behold! Dark soil!
I summon the seas. Attack them.
It's the grand finale!
Fear Magneto!
They've almost got it!
These waves will not break. Denizens of the deep. Drown them.
With you!
Attacker! Rage! From the coldest depth. That is much better. Next time, you may not be so lucky. Attack them!
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Wasn't very nice, was it? Feel the ocean's chill. Watch how it goes away.
Coming in fast.
Attack them!
Disappear!
Shields up! Fury's almost yours!
More subjects to conquer.
Child!
Spider mode!
Rise, my friends! This is real firepower!
The ocean shows no mercy, nor does its king. Wash our foes away. My strength is returning. Feel the ocean chill.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have...
Twisting your foes.
Double KO! Get ready to defend.
Like the tide.
Control lost!
Always rises again. Protect your king.
Well, you can't expect to win them all. Pick your hero, or
a villain. I'm not judging.
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown in my wake. I am the ocean's avenging sun. You will get no love from me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Protect your king!
Is it really you? I haven't seen you in ages.
Wait, you mad? You sure you got the right Spidey?
Maybe not. It is a big multiverse after all.
Either way, we're together now. What do you say we hit the webs?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
My realm, my Asgard, your true leader has returned.
Denizens of the deep!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
That is much better. Denizens of the deep! Wash our foes away!
Loki does not ask for much.
Attack them! Drown them! Next time, you may not be so lucky.
Why'd we stop, Spider?
Attack them!
We are undefeated!
This is real power! That is much better.
Pure chaos!
Cleanse this place! Protect your king! Get in there! Attack them!
The area's almost yours.
Stand down!
Behold the god of thunder!
Attack them!
Control lost.
Get in there! Drown them! My strength is returning!
Die out a gun like that. Render me assistance.
Attack them!
Fear Magneto!
Double kill.
Have my own subjects...
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Attack them!
Help, friends. I feel your pain. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Spider mode!
Protect your team!
Render me assistance.
Down them!
Bring on the chaos.
Protect me!
They've almost got it!
In the range of battle! Strike, unit! You cannot wash your hands of Namor.
It's just Luna Snow over here.
They're winning, but you've still got a chance. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. We are undefeatable!
Behold the god of thunder!
Disappear!
Fear Magneto! My kingdom shall rise as swiftly as the seas. Feel the ocean's chill. Denizens of the deep.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You are a creature of both the land and sea, just as I am. This whole world could be ours if we wish it to be, little one. Join me in my crusade.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I'm beginning to think I should have stayed beneath the waves.
You know what to do, spiders?
Whoever they are,
They don't look friendly.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Judge, jury, executioner! I'm doing this my way.
You have no clue how... Double KO! Captured the mission area!
Attack them! Wash our foes away! Perfect. I summon the seas! Real?
Fire mode!
Protect your key! Typical air breather. Wash our foes away!
Your team's capture progress is passing.
Behold the god of thunder! Behold the god of thunder! 'Twas but a... I will not be stopped so easily.
They've almost got it!
Denizens of the deep! I am your true creatures, heed my command! Not leave them to Khonshu! This is how...
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Be strong together. The only squid I want is a Those squids are on ice. I like the cold. I don't have to be center stage. I'm hurt.
Judge, jury, behold the god of thunder!
We are undefeatable! Well, you can't expect to win them all.